In a secret memo, Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami asks President Muhammadu Buhari to suspend Nigerian Constitution, declare martial law. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all depending on the time we're reaching you guys. Welcome back to our channel. So good to have you guys back here again. And thank you once again for your continuous and massive support to this channel. God bless you. We really appreciate you. In a time like this where the constitutional review is ongoing in the sixth geopolitical zone, a leaked memo of the Attorney General of the Federation has come out. There have been calls that this 1999 constitution that was put together by some military men years ago, that it should be amended so that it can involve or reflect the interests of the whole country, not just a selected few. That is when a secret memo is coming out. These guys, they are not ready to change. They are not ready to change. So what Malami is trying to do here is that, so the effort, these the hearings have been ongoing for the last couple of days since early this week. The review has been ongoing. So he's stating that Buhari should suspend the Nigerian constitution and just declare martial law. These guys, they want to truly finish the country. We'll bring you all of the details about this shocking revelation. But before we do, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Thank you once again. President Muhammadu Buhari is in the process of declaring a state of emergency across the Federal Republic of Nigeria. People's Gazette can report based on a secret memo and official accounts as the administration scrambles to waggle its way out of acute insecurity and the encumbrances of constitutional provisions. Attorney General of the Federation Abubakar Malami has already written lengthy legal advice to the Nigerian president, urging him to move swiftly to suspend the fundamental rights of all Nigerians as guaranteed under Chapter 4 of the Constitution. In the 8-page secret memo dated May 4th, 2021, Mr. Malami told Buhari that insecurity across Nigeria has reached a level that could no longer be checked by existing democratic techniques, saying only a state of emergency promulgated by the president can help turn the country to tranquility. The essence of declaration is to allow for suspension of constitutional and legal bureaucratic bottlenecks pertaining to matters of national security, with particular regards to fundamental rights guaranteed under Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution and processes and procedures relating to procurement, amongst others. The Attorney General said. Mr. Malami said the president should issue instruments of emergency and publish them in the Federal Gazette. Senate President Ahmed Lawa and Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila will be informed about the decision. Ahead of implementation, he added, to douse probable legal tension, it is important for the proclamation instrument of the state of emergency to expressly provide for the suspension of Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution and its attended enforcement rules, Mr. Malami wrote. The suspension of rights pertaining to matters of national security will then give legal backing for the proclamation of the statement of emergency to be operational and effective without litigations or judicial distractions. In the early pages of the document, Mr. Malami cited widespread acts of insecurity and blamed prominent separatist agitators like Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu for fueling the protracted crisis that has enveloped the country and aggravated the social and economic conditions of Nigerians. The memo was endorsed to the president by National Security Advisor Babagana Mungono, and the administration officials are divided on how to proceed with the advice. Clearly, different factions of our government have different positions on this alarming proposal, a presidency official told the Gazette, but everyone agrees that the AGF holds powerful sway over the president, and it will be a miracle if the constitution is not suspended as he recommended. Another official also within the presidency who confirmed hearing about the memo but has not seen it before, they were reached by the Gazette, said Mr. Buhari might have little resistance considering the potency of Malami's argument. The president is just saying that they should act in the best interest of the country, the official said. Even as president, he seemed to have given up on his own ability to get the AGF back down. Multiple constitutional scholars and practitioners who analyzed the memo for the Gazette said it was essentially a suspension of the Nigerian constitution and declaration of martial law, since Chapter 4 dealt with fundamental human rights, absence of which there cannot be a democratic system. The analyst acknowledged the powers of the president to issue a state of emergency under Section 305 of the Constitution, but said the powers are not absolute and do not include outright suspension of Chapter 4. While Section 305 said the president can declare a national emergency to curb criminalities, it did not expressly permit suspension of Chapter 4, which analysts describe as the most important section of the Constitution. The right to life and other crucial rights of modern society will be suspended under Mr. Malami's proposal. The Attorney General appeared to lay the groundwork for the controversial plan when he decried on Tuesday that Mr. Buhari's respect for human rights was largely responsible for the administration's seeming incompetence at tackling widespread carnage and lawlessness. Mr. Malami and presidential spokesman Gabashewu did not return the Gazette's request for comments about the proposal. Mr. Buhari has been conflicted over widespread chaos that threatens to define his 8-year leadership as a democratically elected leader. His administration is the fourth since Nigeria returned to democracy in 1999, following years of military dictatorship. Whereas he touted his military bona fides as a plus for his fitness for a nation beset by insecurity. The country has seen no chances in security challenges under Mr. Buhari. Since 2015, thousands of Nigerians have been killed by armed bandits, killer headsmen, kidnappers, and even security agents. Millions of citizens are already racked by economic hardships, which analysts blamed on the administration's rudderless policies. In his argument, Mr. Malami alerted the president to the dangers of allowing the situation to go on unchecked, saying it will wreak even more devastating chaos compared to the current level of disorder. But the prevailing state of security in Nigeria can be addressed under the existing constitutional framework, legal analyst Abdul Mahmoud told the Gazette on Wednesday evening. The AGF's position is nonsensical, Mr. Mahmoud said. They have their own sinister agenda and are trying to come under the suspension of the constitution to actualize it. Mr. Mahmoud said he was incensed by the Mr. Malami suggestion to the president, saying it was unbefitting of his position as Attorney General. If the Attorney General, who ought to be the chief protector of our Constitution, is suggesting the need to suspend Chapter 4 of the Constitution, then it is clearly an attempt to plunge the country into further crisis, he said. There's no part of the Constitution, including Section 305, that contemplated the suspension of Chapter 4, which essentially is the suspension of the Constitution itself, the legal expert said. This is really getting serious. What is going on right now is that Buhari has seen that a lot of support has followed the need or the calls for the Constitution to be amended. And Buhari is not ready to amend the Constitution. Rather, he wants to suspend the Constitution so that he can use force. We want to return to military rule. What is coming ahead? We'll just keep praying, guys. We'll keep praying. God will show us mercy, and let's keep sharing this news. See the intention of President Muhammadu Buhari for the country. His intention is not to pull this country out of the chaotic state that it is right now, but actually to drag it down into more chaos. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.